Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one. It's the Broncos coming in at 1-9, going up against the Falcons, who come in at 10-0.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. Throwing now, Peterman on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's second down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what possess it on that play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll throw on first down with Peterman. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On second down, here's Peterman. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now Peterman on second down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons, Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, Peterman. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Vic Beasley. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 43. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Mariota now on second down. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mariota on first down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This is Freeman on first and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Freeman again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third and short yardage. Mariota.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Peterman. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Second down, Peterman. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Detroit! Here we go now.
On first and 10, it's Peterman. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Peterman steps away to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. The gun, Peterman. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Let's go!
Now Peterman on first down. His throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down now after the incompletion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 44-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Chris Baker able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Play action now. Mariota. They still can't get him. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. An update now from out in Southern California. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On first down, Peterman. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Here we go now. Fire now. Look at 56.
From the gun, it's Peterman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, they run with Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 6 there on first. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pick.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
To throw is Peterman. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, Mariota. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Mariota from the gun on third down. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
So this was a case of better safe than sorry. All the receivers were locked up, so he had to try and run for it, but he ended up having to slide short of the marker.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll throw on first down with Peterman. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10. Peterman again. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. Third down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Let's go. 3-19.
On third down, Peterman. Buying time to his left. This one caught by Crowder. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to... Fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. An update now from out in Southern California. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They toss to Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mariota now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. First and goal from the 5. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's Peterman to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Broncos on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Peterman. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And now on is the field goal unit. And, boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was, that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 13-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. The left side completion to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And you combine a big on the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sail, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, the 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown on the season, and the Falcons add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will get back to at least cover this. Certainly a sigh of relief there. But his offense going to be set up deep in their own territory now. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. He won't go down. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Carson. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Throwing here, Mariota. Caught left side, Williams. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.